I wanted to kill this nigga. Like, I wanted to call somebody to whoop his ass. What is up, y'all? It's your girl Angel, and I'm reporting live from Miami, Florida. I was gonna say Miami, Texas. Miami, Florida, baby. Y'all, I finally linked up with my mama. Well, I linked up. She came and got me from the airport yesterday. Y'all, it's been a whole thing, and I'm so glad for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna call him my driver. He wasn't officially my driver, but if you know, you know. If you don't, we're just gonna go with he's my driver. I'm so glad he went at this hotel because it's gonna be hell in Miami. Do you hear me? When I really get to fully explain to y'all what the hell has been going on, y'all gonna be like, wow. But this will be my Dre. We're gonna go drop off this load that we have, and then we're gonna pick up another one, and then we're gonna be headed back to Texas. Yeah, you can throw that one away. Oh yeah, you can throw that away. So yeah, my mother was left by my driver by herself in Miami, and that shit just was not gonna fly with me. I can't wait to speak my piece with him. He not answering my calls, but when I see him, because I'm for sure gonna see him again, because he's related to me, which makes it even worse. I can see if it was a random nigga that I hired that, you know, left my mama. It's my fucking cousin. Excuse my French, but yeah, I'm gonna update y'all whenever we get to the load to drop off. I'll update y'all a little bit more. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Angel, and welcome back to my channel, Perfect Angel, where we're young, Christian, and lit, period. And today, as you guys can see from the title of this video, I'm coming with a little sit down, chit chat, story time, encouraging type of video. I'm not in my car, so it's not car chronicles or perfect thoughts, whatever we're calling it. But I just wanted to get in front of the camera and film because there's been something that's just been heavy on my heart, and I just want to kind of get a message out specifically to my entrepreneurs, business owners, people of that type. So y'all, so if you follow my Instagram, you've seen where last week I had to catch a flight to Florida because of an incident that happened with my mom. So I decided that I'll just go ahead and kind of just give y'all a briefing on what happened. I may or may not insert the clips that I do have from that incident. Like, I got me going to the airport and, you know, kind of briefly telling you guys what had happened. But I was so upset at the time that I wasn't thinking about vlogging, y'all. I was heated, but now that I've calmed down, I can kind of like tell y'all what happened and kind of give my thoughts and opinions on, you know, this subject. So basically, if I don't drop it right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and tell y'all. So you may or may not know I have a trucking company, right? And I recently had to replace my driver. So I was trying to allow, you know, family, you try to help out family because you want to see, you know, everybody win. Well, at least I do. I want to see my family win. So I was giving one of my cousins a chance to be my driver. So I rode with him on a trip, to kind of just vet him out to see how he drives and stuff like that. And then me and my mom were going to decide to take a trip with him to, you know, kind of just observe, let him out. But I ended up getting sick, so I had to ditch the trip, have my best friend come pick me up, so it's just my mom and my cousin, right? Y'all, so my mom, okay, I'm the type of person that, it's hot in here, I'm sorry, I'm at my granny house, she got it hot. But I'm the type of person that's like more laid back, kind of nonchalant, passive, and I just let a lot of stuff go. Like, I'll speak my mind when the time is very necessary, but if it's little stuff, I'll just kind of like let it pass. So whenever me and my cousin went to Orlando, Florida, I was letting them know, okay, what he needs to work on, but I wasn't making a big deal of it. But my mama, Sabrina, she's a totally different story. She's a Leo. They gon' say what they need to say, and they gonna say it with their chest, okay? So my mom, long story short, him and my mom ended up getting into it because she was trying to tell him how and how not to drive our truck, right? And so they ended up getting into it, and tell me why my mama called me in the middle of the night talking about this nigga then left her. I said, come again, say what? Come again, say what? He did what now? What you mean left you? Like, left you to go smoke a cigarette and come back? Or what do you mean? She's like, no, this nigga like called up such and such and burnt off on me and said he not getting back in the truck and that I gotta do this load alone. I said, excuse me? Like, what the? So I'm immediately on 10. I'm calling his phone. I'm like, I'm just like, okay, you know what? Like I tell my best friend, I'm trying to let situations that I can't control not affect me in a negative way. But there's 3 people in this world that you just cannot, absolutely, you cannot mess with. And that's my mom, my little brother, and my grandma. I love everybody else, but those 3 off limits. Like, you can fool with me as much as you want. You can fool or not fool with me. You could talk crazy. You could do what you want to do. I'll handle it accordingly. But when it comes to those 3, there's 0 understanding. So I'm immediately on 10. Mind you, this is like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm just like, okay. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'll handle that when the time comes. When I see him, we'll handle it. But I'm finna have to come out there to you. Like, I'm not finna let you drive 16 hours by yourself. So I caught me a flight, had to fly Spirit because I was not gonna pay $500 for Delta. So I caught me a little $250 flight, one-way flight on Spirit to my mama. Like, I was praying, like, the whole time my heart was just like racing, like, what the heck is happening? And this ain't no distant cousin. This ain't no cousin that you talk to every night. Like, this is a close cousin, like a big brother to me. So the fact that he did this was just like blowing my mind. I was just like, it was blowing me. Like, I could see if you left maybe for the night and was gonna come back in the morning or something like that, but you left her. You basically said, "Car, in this trip, this truck, y'all's company, all like, you said F everything and just went out to be with some hoes or something." Like, that is crazy to me. So my feelings was really hurt more than anything. Like, if I'm being honest, like, my feelings was really hurt that someone so close to us could do this. That's why it's like, okay, it's just another test and another way of God opening my eyes to certain things. But anyway, so my mama came and picked me up from the airport or whatever, and I was just praying that this nigga wasn't at the hotel because, like, I was going to go off on this nigga. We probably would have never spoke another day in our life because it's just like some things you just don't do. It's just like the code to not do to family. I wouldn't even do that to a friend. Never. Nevertheless, like, I would never do that to his sister, his mama, nobody. So thank God he wasn't at the hotel. I literally, like, people like the few people that I had told, they was like, so you really gonna leave him in Florida? Am I really gonna leave him in Florida? did he really just leave my mama, nigga? Like, no, he's gonna have to figure it out, catch him a flight, have somebody drive him something, because he's not getting back in this truck. I wouldn't give a damn if he came to this hotel and begged on his knees. He wasn't getting back in that truck, not that day. No, sir. So, anyway, so me and my mama, we basically finished the load. Like, her feelings was kind of hurt. She was kind of acting like she wasn't, like she was stressed out. Like, she was like, her feelings was hurt too, and that's what was really pissing me off. So I'm just like, oh my god, like I wanted to kill this nigga, y'all. Like, I'm not a big rah-rah confrontational person, but I wanted to kill this nigga. Like, I wanted to call somebody to whoop his ass. I'm sorry, I'm like, it's making me back upset now that I'm thinking about it. Like, it's been a week, but like, bro, you don't mess with my mama and my brother and my granny. You just don't mess with those three. And like, he really thought shit was sweet and that he could like just leave my mama, like drive leave my mama. So fast forward, we do the loads and make our money. So I what had happened? Okay, so we brought a load back to Texas, and my mama had to work the next day. So me and my little brother took the load to Fort Worth, where it had to be dropped off the next morning or whatever. So we do that, mind you, bro. That was stressful. They had me bagging up and stuff. Like, okay, so I dropped off that, got back to the house. Why is this nigga at my mama's house? I said, I know this nigga is not at my mama crib. Like, my mind was blown immediately back into rage. Like, I pulled in. He already looking crazy because he know I'm on his ass, bro. He knows I'm on his ass. And so he opened up the door or whatever for me, talking about, do you hate me too? Do I hate you? Nigga, do I hate you? Hate you isn't even the fucking word to describe how I'm feeling towards you right now. Like, I'm not a person that, like, I can't say that I hate my cousin now. At that moment, I hated his fucking guts. But he was trying to be like, this is how I know people are freaking bipolar, delusional. Like, people really be having the game messed up. Like, cause this nigga acting like he hadn't did anything. Like, do you hate me too? That was your mama. Don't blame nothing on my mama. I don't give a fuck if my mama slapped you in your mouth and told you to get out the truck and leave and never come back. As a man and as our cousin, you don't do that. You know how many times I done talked bad to a nigga and like he wouldn't leave, or like, you supposed to, like, come on, bro. It's just like, don't try to blame it on my mama. Like, he was like, your mama told me to leave, blah, blah, blah. Okay, if she told you to go jump off the bridge, you gonna do it? Like, come on, bro. Y'all in another state. Like, no, I ain't trying to hear none of that. I was like, nah, nigga, I'm not fucking with you. Like, at that point, I had calmed down more than how, you know, upset I was initially. So I didn't go like completely up. I just let him know that I wasn't fucking with him. Like, you trying to come at me like you ain't did nothing, like ain't nothing happened, like everything is just all copacetic. No, I'm letting you know I'm not fucking with you. So he's trying to, I'll pay for your flight, like trying to be friendly. Like, no, nigga, I'm not fooling with you right now. And so I guess my mama, y'all know my mama and my granny, they all forgiving and stuff. I'm gonna keep it, it's gonna be on my brain for a little bit, for about a week, and then I'll be like, all right, whatever, cool. But I know how to handle you from now on. Like, it ain't going back to how we used to be close and how it was. Like, I know how to handle you from now on. I love you because, you know, we supposed to forgive and forget. I forgive, but it's very hard to forget. I don't know how God expects us to forget. Like, how are we possibly supposed to forget stuff? Like, I don't understand that about, you know, the Bible, what God say. Forgive, yeah, I understand that, but to forget it, I think that's honestly impossible. Sorry. But so yeah, that's basically what happened. He still to this day is trying to, you know, get back on my good side, but it's just like, this really the lesson in all this. I'm like getting to the point where I'm just trying to find the lesson in everything, because it's like God has me like going through things, and I know it can't just be for no reason. So it's like, you know, even with my ex-driver and now him doing what they did. Because quick backstory on my driver. Me and my driver were really, really close. I looked at him. We were getting really close, I should say. We've been knowing each other for a couple of years. I met him through my best friend, and I really looked at him as a big brother. Like, yeah, I really looked at him as like a big brother. We were growing to know each other, getting closer, and you know, the way he went about, you know, leaving his position or whatever, it was just kind of crazy too. But it's like I'm learning to not even hold this type of stuff against people, because it's just like everybody's dealing with their own demons and their own issues and stuff like that. And I had to learn in business, even in life period, but especially in business, you just can't take things personal. Like, and I was just thinking about the times where, because my ex driver, like, he kind of just went ghost on me. Like, he sent me a really long paragraph and then he just went ghost. He wouldn't respond. And I was just like, it was crazy. But it's just like, I started to just really reflect on it and think about, now, Angel, there's been times where you done left a job and ain't gave him now 2 weeks notice, none of that. But it's just like, so I try to think of it in a business perspective. Like, okay, don't take this personally. Yes, you know this man. Yes, you know him. And y'all, you know, have a personal relationship, friendship, or whatever. But in this aspect, you have to separate the two. So that's like my message to all entrepreneurs. You really have to be careful who you go into business with, who you allow in your business, and you really can't take things personal. When personal is personal and business is business. I wouldn't care if, because I do business with my mom, and even in that relationship, I have to make sure that I differentiate and separate business from personal. Yes, this is my mom, but okay, on a business level, this is what you're responsible for, this is what I'm responsible for, and we can't, just because you're my mom, I can't let you slack up, and just because I'm your daughter, you can't let me slack up when it comes to business. And so, yeah, and another thing is just that when it comes to your business, I'm gonna insert, if I can, this video of Kevin Gates, like the snippet. Like,
see, when you invest in something and you hustle and you work for something, you got a different type of attachment to it. You're gonna have a cold day in hell for somebody to try to take this from you. We live by this, we die by this. We don't surrender, we don't retreat. Every man must search his own soul. I listen to that quote every morning.
no one is going to take care and love your business how you love and take care and just nurture your business. And I really learned that with these past 2 experiences, because it's just like, you put in all this hard work and hustle and money and time and energy and just thought and everything into your business, just for somebody to get into it and just, like, in my case, like, dog out my trucks. Like, I have a trucking company, so I seen that, like, no one's gonna take care of my trucks how I would take care of my trucks. That's mainly why I'm just like, I'm over drivers. Like, I don't want drivers. I want to just drive my stuff myself and do it myself. Like, of course, that's not how I had planned to, you know, initially do it, but it's just like, it's like your business is your baby and you just want to take care of it as much. Of course, things are going to happen, but it's like, whenever you see things that you can prevent, it's just like, you just go to whatever measure to make sure that you can prevent certain things from happening, and that you just, again, you don't take things personally. Like how I would vet out my ex-driver and my cousin and see how they would drive, you know. And some things, I don't want to go on to a tangent into trucking, but basically the moral of the story is, like, no one's going to love your business how you are going to love it. No one's going to treat it how you would. So don't expect anybody to. That's the thing. Don't expect anybody to take your business as serious as you do. None of that how you do, because trust me, I learned firsthand that they're not going to do it. Like, you can try to express how important this is, or, you know, to people, or to maybe your employees, or whoever the case may be, but at the end of the day, it's just a job for them. At the end of the day, it's just a job. They doing it just for a paycheck. That's all they doing. Like, your reason may be far greater than what an employee's reason is, because I'm telling you, at the end of the day, it don't matter. Because with my ex-driver, we talked, and I'm talking about, like, he know he knew what I went through to get this going, and for him to do me how he did me was just, again, it was just hurtful. Like, of course I'd be upset at the situations, but I'd be more hurt than everything because in my head, for my businesses are not just for me. I'm not, you know, doing what I'm doing just for me. Angel can live off of, you know, X amount of money to where I don't even need a trucking company. I don't need that. I'm doing this to help others, to help my friends, to help my family, to, you know, put people in positions. Like, my goal wasn't to have my ex-driver, who was my friend, work for me forever. No, I wanted to make sure that he was put in a position to where he can go and do what he loves to do, you know. So it was just really hurtful because it's just like, dang, like, this is how I get treated. Like, and he knew that, and that's what's crazy. He knew that. I expressed that to him, like, I don't want you to work for me forever. Like, that's not the end goal. I want you to be able to move on to bigger and better, and I can help somebody else and put them in a position. So, but I digress. I'm not gonna get into that. That's old, it's over with. I forgive, you know, I forgive him, or whatever the case may be. I wish him the best, just in case he do see this video. So yeah, but yeah, I just want to get on here and tell y'all that quick little story time, how my cousin had me up. And yeah, and to don't be discouraged. Like, for people who have employee-based jobs or jobs that require employees, don't be discouraged when something doesn't work out. I don't care if it's a family member, a close friend, or a stranger. You know, employees come and go, and that's just how you got to look at it. Like, that's just the business of it. So I want to encourage y'all, just, if things aren't going how you plan or how you would like, just keep pushing, because it's going to be worth it. And I'm recording and you're interrupting.
I'm putting no stuff on here that ain't clean. Have it on my camera.
So yeah, if things aren't going and going how you would like them to go in your business, and it's fine. Your time's gonna come. It's gonna come around. Okay. So yeah, that's my little tangent. I didn't want this video to be too long. I just wanted to get on here, share that story time, and share my little encouraging words to my entrepreneur babes. Go follow me on Instagram if you don't already. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We're almost to 1,000 subscribers. Once we get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm gonna give away that shmoney, okay? So until next time, I will see y'all. Love y'all. Bye.